At JWT, we film our shows for documentation purposes. During this unprecedented time, we are pulling stories from our extensive archives to share with you during these 8 days of Passover. Please enjoy.
Every year, my family celebrates Passover with a Seder. Seder means order, and in our house was taken literally. Today, a Seder is likely to have a lot of kunsim, stunts, but we didn't have plastic frogs or any other representations of the plagues. We didn't dance or put on skits, as much as we were a theater-loving family. The excitement came from learning new insights about the text, and from the predictability of a story my father told. We would groan every year when my father prepared to tell it right before we opened the door for Elijah the prophet, harbinger of the Messiah. And yet, if he left it out for some reason, we'd coax him into the telling, especially if we had new guests who hadn't heard it. "Dad, you haven't told so-and-so what happened with David," he would retell.
It was back in the old country. I was nearly bar mitzvah age. My father had gone to the United States, leaving me, my mother, and my two siblings alone. It was Passover. Naturally, my mother was a little nervous about opening the door. Times were especially dangerous. And even if they hadn't been, a woman alone with a pretty older daughter, well, it wasn't ideal. But opening the door for Elijah was a strong custom, if not the law. She had to do it. So, my mother opened the door cautiously and not fully, and said the traditional words with which we greet Elijah, Baruch haba, welcome. She was about to close the door quickly when suddenly a voice cried out from the din, Ich bin du! I am here. My mother stood frozen. Then she began to tremble. Children, she said, he's here. We have to get ready. But just as we astonished children began to cry from fear, chuckles came from down the hall. My mother ran out into the hallway shaken, and behind the stairwell, she found my cousin David, and he was laughing and laughing and laughing. But what he found funny, she did not. She grabbed him by the ear and gave him a potch. And then she dragged him to his parents' apartment. They lived in our same building. God knows what happened to him there.
Maybe David had a good motive to hasten the coming of the Messiah. But my grandmother didn't see it that way, and neither did her 3 frightened children. More likely, according to my father,
David was just being wicked. He was what they call in Yiddish a taivel, or devil. A lot more disobedient than the wicked child of the Haggadah.
the wicked child in the Haggadah wasn't trying to give heart attacks to middle-aged women. He was just asking a chutzpahdik, or nervy question. But by doing so, he was holding himself apart from his own people and was deemed unworthy of being redeemed.
Sometime later, David was killed by the Nazis or Stalin. No one knows for sure.
One imagines David was laughing at his tormentors. At least I hope so. It was a lot worse fate than being declared unworthy of being redeemed. Though David died an anonymous death, he hasn't been forgotten in our family. He's part of the family lore we hold fast to. We remember him with my father's story that we retell every year at Passover.
Kol haolam kulo, gesher tsar meod, gesher tsar meod, gesher tsar meod. Kol haolam kulo, gesher tsar meod, gesher tsar meod. The whole world is a very narrow bridge. A very
narrow bridge. And the main thing to remember is to have no fear at all. No fear at all. Behaikar, behaikar, lo lefached klal. Behaikar, behaikar, lo lefached klal. Behaikar, behaikar, lo lefached klal. Behaikar, behaikar, lo lefached klal.